My grandfather was farming in Caldwell, Texas in 1919 was his last crop there, and then they bought the land what we're on right now in 1920. And my dad was 6 weeks old when he came and settled on this land. And when you work hard, things usually turn out good at the end of the year. If you just don't give up and you have faith, once you get to the harvest, it's always, that's probably the highlight, is the harvest, when we get in there and can get the crop out. Now I'd say right now is probably the toughest time we've been in since I've been farming, as far as with the price, and then there's no safety net there. Unless you have a big crop, you're almost guaranteed either maybe you'll break even or it's going to be a loss.
Our time is by the weather. And so he would work those hours by the weather, and there was a time where the only way we could communicate when he was out in the field was CB radios. And so now we have cell phones, which all the technology has changed completely how we can do business. It was nice that Doug, even though he was very busy, farming it is sun up to sundown during planting and harvesting in the summers, but he took time out. He was their baseball coach, basketball coach, so he could take off on his own time. Our vacations were spring break or at Christmas, and they knew that routine, and it was okay. So and then we knew during the summer that it was sun up to sundown, but when it rained, yay, we could go eat out and go to the movies. It would be very hard for me to move back into the city again. It's such a great life, and seeing that miracle, God's miracle of a plant growing and being used all over the world to feed the world and to clothe the world.
I grew up on a cotton and peanut farm. My dad is a producer. Whenever you think about our economy, 33%, or about a third of our economy, is tied to agriculture. Of that 33%, about 80% of that can be tied directly back to the cotton industry within an 80-mile radius of Lubbock. Whenever you have this dip in prices, I mean, that certainly affects them as well. I mean, it affects everybody all throughout the chain. We would like to see prices come back up to where our producers can at least break even and definitely stay in business. One of the things that we're struggling with right now is lack of demand. We as consumers have got to ask for cotton. We've got to look for cotton when we're shopping. And I just want to remind people that whenever you look on the rack, to check that tag to make sure that what you're purchasing, if it's not 100% cotton, that it's got a significant amount of cotton in it.